And it can be an overwhelming task when taking the right steps to maintaining a healthy heart and combating heart disease. We are bombarded with so much information these days on what to eat, what not to eat, what supplements to be taking. How much exercise should we do? I don't know. Where should we even start is what we should be asking.
Exactly. Well, I got to speak to a nutrition expert to find some simple tips to keep our ticker on track for American Heart Month. Each year, about 600,000 people die from heart disease in the United States. That's 1 out of every 4 deaths, making heart disease the leading cause of death for both men and women. But heart disease is preventable and controllable. Here with us today is Erin Palinski-Wade to share some of her latest tools on how to maintain a healthy heart. Good morning, Erin.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Wonderful to have you on the show today. Now, as we were saying, February is American Heart Month. What a perfect time to talk about maybe some of the foods that we should be eating to maintain a healthy heart.
Absolutely, yes. Now is the time to start making those changes so we can take action and promote our healthy hearts all year round. One of the best things we can do when it comes to our diet is to make sure we're getting in enough whole grains. And that really starts with breakfast and then throughout the day. One thing you want to look at is start your day with a breakfast that's rich in whole grains using a cereal like post-shredded wheat. What I love about this is 9 out of 10 doctors actually recommend it as part of a heart-healthy diet. And that's due to the one serving having 49 grams of whole grain in it, thanks to its only ingredient, which is whole grain wheat. Because of the rich source of whole grain, it really helps to promote a healthy heart, fight against heart disease, and I love it because it's rich in fiber, so it really helps to fill you up. It's also a no sugar cereal, and it's convenient. You just top it with some low-fat milk and some fresh fruit like berries, and you're on your way to start your day off in a heart-healthy way.
I love that, and we know that fiber regulates our cholesterol, our blood pressure, and I was actually on your Twitter account and you put up a little quick checklist on how to check your fiber source. Is that right?
Yes, and fiber is so important because not only does it do all that you said, which is terrific, lowers cholesterol and it helps to lower blood pressure, but it also keeps us full, so it really helps us to maintain a healthy weight, which is also critical when it comes to fighting against heart disease.
Perfect. Now, Erin, we know some tips now on what we should be eating. What about what we should be staying away from?
Sure, so when you look at what you need to stay away from, don't do large amounts of processed food, limit your sodium. Some sodium's okay, but we don't want a large amount. And we also want to make sure we're not taking in too much unhealthy saturated fat during the day. But in addition to diet, it's really critical that we look at exercise as well, because we know the more active we are, the less risk for heart disease. Now, I don't know if you have this issue, but I know with a lot of my clients and even myself sometimes, it's hard to stay motivated when you know you need to exercise, but it's hard to stay motivated to do it every day. So there's some really fun gadgets out there that can help you stay motivated. And one that I love is Casio's STL S100H, which is a top digital solar watch. So it's great because it's powered by light and it has a dual countdown timer. It even has this special lap timer. So whether you're running at the track, you're playing on the field, or even walking, it's a really great way to help you track your progress and stay motivated with fitness.
Great, Erin, thank you so much. Well, as we know, heart disease is the leading killer in America, but it's also the leading cause of disability in America, and that's going to prevent people from working and supporting their families. What about any supplements that you might recommend to keep our hearts healthy?
Absolutely. So, disability that you mentioned is very important because not only can heart disease lead to disability, but if we're unable to be active, so if let's say we suffer a debilitating fracture or develop osteoporosis later in life from not getting enough calcium in our diet, that can also lead to disabilities and not allow us to be as active as we need to protect our hearts. So especially for women, but all of us need to look at our dietary calcium. And in recent years, some women were shying away from getting enough calcium supplements due to some inconsistent studies that looked at the relationship between heart disease and calcium supplementation. But a larger study that came out that looked at 78,000 women over a 24-year period showed that there was no link between heart disease and calcium supplementation. So taking a supplement in addition to a well-balanced diet really helps to protect your bones. One that I love is the Viactive Calcium Soft Chews as well as the gummies. One reason is they taste great, so it's really easy to remember to take them, but also in a daily serving, you're getting 100% of the recommended daily value of calcium for most women, so really helps to keep your bones healthy as well.
Erin, thank you so much. What great tips to keep our hearts healthy for American Heart Healthy Month of February. And stay where you are. The Morning Blend will be right back.